Hi guys, welcome back to the Old Gold TV. Today we've got a Wolves versus Crystal Palace match preview for you. It's the third round of the FA Cup and it'll be a really interesting one, especially in terms of what Nuno lines up with. Obviously, we know we've got injuries, but we've also got some transfer news that's happened over the previous days. Morgan Gibbs-White's been recalled from loan, and it'll be really interesting to see if he plays a part. I really hope he does. He's a creative player. I hope he can integrate himself back into that first team and score some goals and get some assists for us and be the player we all know he can be. And then the other bit of transfer news, which I don't think anyone really expected on the Wolves side of things, was that Patrick Cutrone has been recalled from loan and he will play in a Wolves shirt again. I think that's a big surprise, really, considering he didn't leave on the best terms. I think the idea was initially that we'd give him to Fiorentina on loan, and if they didn't buy him, which we hope they did, then he'd come back and we'd sell him elsewhere and try and get that £18 million back. But that's not happened. He will appear in a Wolves shirt again, which is very, very interesting. Although I think I'm happy about it. I think he'll do well. I hope he'll do well. And I hope he'll score some goals for us and be that replacement this season for Raul Jimenez. But enough about the transfer talk. Let's get into the game itself and let's move on to my Wolves predicted lineups. As for my predicted lineups for Wolves, I am going to go in goal with John Ruddy. Nuno usually likes to use Ruddy for the cup runs. Two centre-backs, I think we'll go with Connor, Cody and Kilman. Give Kilman some game time to get himself back into the first team. At left-back, I think we'll go with Aït-Nouri. Obviously, Marcal out with an injury at the moment, so it has to be. Right-back, I think we'll rest Nelson Semedo for the Tuesday game against Everton, and I think we'll give Keon Hoover a run out. Two CDMs, I am going to go with Otasowie and Neves. I think we'll put Neves in so we can continue that run of form. He was really good against Brighton. So in the first half especially, continue that run of form and hopefully start to pick up the pace again and start being a better player than he has been over the past 2 years in the Prem. Left CDM, Owen Osawi, I think we'll give him some game time and give him some more minutes with some more professional experience to get him into that first team. On the left wing, I think we'll rest Pedro Neto, so I think it will be Theo Corbianu coming in to play on the left wing, the Canadian international. We'll have to see. He's been on the bench for a few occasions in the Prem, but he's not made an appearance in the Premier League this season yet, and I think he will in the FA Cup, and I think we'll rest Neto for Everton, as I've already said. Same with Semedo. On the right, I think we'll go with Adama Traore for the same sort of reasons of Neves, to continue that run of form, because he was really good against Brighton, starting to get back to his old self, and I hope that he can continue that. So I think we'll give him a run of games to get his consistency up. So I think he'll start. At Cam, I'm going to go with Morgan Gibbs-White. It was a 50-50 between him and Vitinha, but the simple reason is that I want Gibbs-White to play, so we'll go with him. I think he can be really creative and provide some chances for those attacking players. And up front, the one you've all been waiting for, I have gone with Patrick Cutrone. And now, it could have been Fabio Silva, but if he's given the clear to play and he's fit enough, then I think we will go with Patrick Cutrone. I really hope he can do well, pull back on the Wolves shirt and play well and score some goals. So I hope he does play. It could be Fabio Silva, but to be honest, I think Nuno will rest him for Everton on Tuesday. Let's move on to my ones to watches. As my ones to watch for Wolves, I have gone with Patrick Cutrone. I mean, if he does play, who else could I go with? It's been ages since we've seen him in a Wolves shirt. He showed glimpses of what he could do, but never really enough consistency. I think that was down to the amount of game time he got, which wasn't too much because Raul Jimenez was scoring so many goals. So now that Jimenez is injured, Cutrone's got his chance to play, chance to prove himself. So if he does play, who else can I choose? Patrick Cutrone. And let's move on to Palace wants to watch. As for my Crystal Palace ones to watch, I have gone with Eberici Easy, their new summer signing, not really new anymore. And he's been really good in the Prem so far for them. He scored some goals He's got got some trickery in his locker, and I really think he's a good player. And I think if Palace do go for the cup run, they do play him, then he'll be a very key part to their success. I know I'm saying if all these players do play, but it is really hard to say because in the third round of the FA Cup, you never know if a team's going to go for it or whether they'll focus on the Premier League. So it will be interesting to see what teams play, and I can't really say for sure who is going to play. So it's harder the one to watch than the predicted lineup. But let's move on to my score prediction. As for any sort of score prediction for this game, again, as I've already said, depends on the lineups, but I think that Nuno will go fairly strong, and I think it'll be a comfortable 3-1 victory. I think we'll dominate the game like we did. I think we'll have a lot of possession. I think Palace might sit back, but I think we will manage to score some goals and beat them quite easily. So I'll go with 3-1. That's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.